My name is Rupert Reed. I am the director of the Climate Majority Project, under, in some sense, whose very broad auspices Andrew stands alongside me and I alongside him. And he and the campaign here have asked me to say a few words on this important occasion of coming to the appeal court for this vital case. I'll say a bit more about the case in a moment. But first I want to say something about Andrew, because as Andrew has just said, this is of course a gigantic team effort. Huge number of people, all of us here today, many more people who can't be here but would like to be, many more people who've given to the crowdfunder, etc. It's a huge group effort, but it's also an effort that probably wouldn't be happening at all but for the leadership of this one man who has decided to take the system on and to stand up for what's true and what's right. And so it's only right that, as well as saluting ourselves, we give a special salute to him on this crucial occasion. Andrew, well done and thank you. And this is exactly what is needed if the climate majority are to speak and to be heard and to change the world in the way it has to be changed. We need people to step up into their own power, to do what they can, to lead where they have some kind of unique contribution to give, which is what Andrew has decided to do here, and then to be supported by everybody else. But I want to make one more parallel with Andrew before I move on to say a little bit about the case. Andrew Boswell's initials are AB. Anyone else know anyone else whose initials are AB who's been in the news lately? Alan Bates, that's right. And Andrew actually, I think, very much is our Alan Bates, because it's the same thing with the sub-postmasters campaign, right? That took a huge number of people over many years to get justice. But it might not have happened at all were it not for the leadership of that one man with the initials AB. And this is a very serious comparison, because just as in that case, justice was denied for a long time, so in this case, well, it hasn't been so long yet, but we are in this ridiculous situation of the government refusing to abide by its own rules and laws. This is ultimately about the Paris Agreement, it's about the Climate Change Act, it's about whether the government is going to actually do cumulative assessment and actually add up all the schemes and make sure that we don't bust through our carbon budget, which at the moment we are doing. And basically, honestly folks, I don't know how many of you have tried to follow the technicalities of this case, but when you do, what you find is that quite extraordinarily, the government are absolutely blatantly refusing and failing to do that cumulative assessment. They're not being transparent about their algorithms or their models. That's another direct comparison with the post office case, right? It's almost impossible to understand what's going on because it's all inside a black box. In their case, it was Horizon. In our case, it's these models that they use, which are very hard to understand. They won't give us the inside information about. And the bottom line is that they are refusing to add up all of these schemes, which when you do add them up, it becomes very plain that we are heading absolutely miles beyond our carbon targets and into the desperately dangerous unknown of an overheated future. So that really is what's at stake in this case, and that's the crucial thing, the way in which it does compare really quite directly with the Post Office's scandal. But my final remark is going to be this, that the sub-postmasters, they had to wait a long time before getting justice in other courts and in this court here behind us. The arc of British justice may be long, but it does come eventually. I strongly believe that ultimately Andrew and all of us here will be vindicated, and that this carbon cover-up will be ended. Because when you actually look at the facts and when you look at the laws, it is absolutely ridiculous what the government are doing, what they're trying to get away with here. And it is absolutely vital that Andrew's case is won. I believe that it will be won. Thanks everybody for coming and taking part in this absolutely vital effort to make sure that happens. Thank you.